You've got to be quick today, Bernard, because the weather's coming.
It is indeed, and it's a new walk for some. We're parking here in the quarry behind the old schoolhouse, and we're on the green route today. So we're going to walk up to the top, or above the quarry, beautiful views here, and then up past the beacon on the top and down to the bridle path. But we won't go right the way down the bridle path. We'll look for this little path here, going up here, and then come to the main road, walk down the main road to here and pick up this bottom end of this bridle path, only to go through the wall here and then walk down this permissive path back to the cars. 3 miles, deliberately short, local, because the forecast is
horrendous. What's the name of the storm? Oh, somebody tell Bernard the name of the storm, please. Agnes. Storm Agnes today. Okay. And that's what we're heading into. Sometime. So we'll lead on. It's a speedy walk today. Well, I'm just pausing on this climb that we're on up the side of Warton Crag. There's one of the barrow trains just down the bottom there. Coming through those trees in a minute. And this is the bay. Over to the power station. Bolton Sands, West Bank. Coming round to Carnforth. Little dale in the background. All the way around. Oh, and what's that? It's Ingleborough. It's Ingleborough. And then there's a big goods train down here. On its way north. So Graham and I are up the top. Here come the next ones. Across to Carnforth here, and Clougher in the background, Little Dale, all that area, all the way across there, and then across the bay, and this is the sort of eastern end of the bay. Cows here looking after one another, and then we're heading up that way. Eddie the cow whisperer's at work again. He's looking after them. He knows their language, as Eddie. So we've come off the summit, past the beacon and the trig point, which are well hidden in the trees. And now we're sort of contouring round, I guess, through a bit of jungle, a few nettles, a bit of a boggy path. And we're heading north now, I think.
Yeah, you get it back. Yeah.
So we're on we've swapped this permissive footpath onto Warton Crag Nature Reserve. And we're now going down the bridleway, which is Occupation Road, Crag Road and Coach Road. We're going to Coach Road. Our leader's already off. I don't know what he's eating for his breakfast this morning, but my words, he's moving fast. So we're now just having a little look, because the path that we want isn't on it's on the map, but it's not where we want it to be. We think it should be over there somewhere, but it'll take us through an awful lot of bracken. This is where we've come down. That's a path back up onto the crag where the pooch is just coming out of, and we're seeking local guidance. We'll get going again soon. Let's hope it's before the rain comes.
So are you all minded just to get back in the car and go home?
The Lemonses.
Rather than socialising in the pub?
In the cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's a planning meeting now.
Well, it depends on the drivers, doesn't it?
With the road to see.
I don't mind.
So we've been looking for a footpath to the left, and we found it, we think. Well, we just had our Lemonses, and then somebody unfortunately pointed out to the leader that perhaps not. So we had to come back and on the track, and we're setting off now. We can't go all the way around the route that we had. Our 4-mile route is reducing with every step almost in distance, because we wanted to walk on this side of the wall and go a little bit further north, but apparently all the footpaths have been closed off, which is interesting. So we're talking about Storm Agnes that's due today, but this one's left over from Storm something. Look at that big beast there. It's a good 12 feet across that, easy. And this will be from some time ago. Not deep, the roots aren't all that deep. Crikey, it's gone down. When it went down with a wallop, did that. Now it's taken all that stone out as well. Blimey. And it's just getting to that time of year now when stuff's coming off the trees and getting eaten or getting stored. What are these about? Yeah, autumn's here now. Stuff's dropping. It's all the way along here. It's time next. Might be a bit later than that. So, here we are heading back. And there's our old chum. Oh, my old chum. Just behind the tree there. Coming into sight now. It is. North Yorkshire Moors. Ingleborough. And this is all Warton village down below. Across to Carnforth and the motorway. And the West Coast main line. And through here. Well, it's been a scuttle today, is probably the best way to describe it, rather than a walk. We've been moving along at quite a brisk pace to try and get the walk done before the rain comes in. We've been hampered by footpaths not being there that we were expecting to be there. And also underfoot, with being on Warton Crag, it's a limestone crag. And I've got to be honest, it's not my favourite stuff. It's a little bit treacherous, it's slippy. You've got to be very careful underfoot. But we're now back at a gate. Well, we came up from the car park, we're going to go back a slightly different way, slightly less steep, and then we'll just walk down past the Crag Road. So we're just heading down a soil path really. There's a bit of limestone underneath it, but it's mostly pebbles here. The stuff that we came up was treacherous, and we've just all agreed that it's been a walk, a very technical walk. You've had to keep your wits about you all the time on this. Just with that bit of dampness on the limestone, just makes it absolutely treacherous. Really does. So back at the car park of the old school brewery, over to Warton that way, back up the hill that way, and the crag is over there, up that slippy slope. That's us for today. Only a couple of miles, two and a bit miles, but I think it was far enough. The rain's coming. See you next week.